So today I'm going to show you how to make two recipes. They're very high protein and low carb. They are great for when you want to lose a little fat, but do keep in mind because they're low carb, it also means low energy. So this is not something you want to do all the time. Here's what's on my plate this morning and afternoon. For breakfast, even if you don't have a lot of time, this recipe comes together fairly quickly. We're gonna begin with a bag of baby spinach. I love baby spinach, so hang on. You're looking for about a cup once it's done cooking. So I'm turning the stove to about medium heat. Just for a bit of flavor, I'm gonna add in some sesame oil. I'm gonna add the whole bag in. If I end up eating it, then oh no. Add just a bit of salt to that. I'm gonna let that sit for a couple of minutes. Once it begins to wilt down, I'll stir it, and then that'll be it for the spinach. So I've got a block of tofu here. This is extra firm, not soft, not medium, extra firm. That's what you want. I've already drained it, and basically you're just gonna crumble into a bunch of pieces so that it resembles scrambled eggs, but we all know it's not. You can add turmeric to it, which will give it that yellow color if you want, or just leave it plain. Recently, I've just been leaving it plain. I haven't had turmeric and didn't feel like going out to buy some, so I've just been leaving it plain, and it's okay, unless you want that visual. Now I'm gonna add in about half a tablespoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of onion powder. If I have it, I opt for real onions, but don't have any right now, so onion powder will have to do. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And for that step up in protein, we are going to add in 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Mix that all together. Make sure you don't have any like massive pieces of tofu lying around. Try to keep it as bite-sized as possible. So let's head on back over to the stove. Using the same frying pan, just a little bit of sesame oil. Take my tofu and add that to the same frying pan. So I'm just breaking up any final large chunks here. So I'm gonna turn it up about medium-high heat. I'm gonna give this about 5 to 8 minutes. And honestly, that's it, that's breakfast, done, complete. We're gonna start with the easiest thing first, and that is the zucchini noodles. So I have a spiralizer here, and this is going to create our noodles. Now, if you don't have a spiralizer, I'm sorry. Just makes lunchtime kind of fun, you know? So I'm gonna go wash this. All right, so I'm just gonna chop off both ends, stick that into one end, shove it into the other, insert joke wherever you want, and then turn. It's just fun. It's just fun. To store them before you put them into their individual Tupperware containers or whatever you're using for your lunch, put them into a large container with obviously a top and a damp paper towel on the bottom. That'll help to keep them looking minty fresh. Looking, not tasting, because that would be weird. That will stay in there for now. All right, this will go into the fridge while we do all the other things. Before we move over to the stove, we've got to do what I always talk about, sauce. We've got to make a sauce. So you've got the noodles. We haven't done anything to them. They are just there, fresh. There's no salt or anything added to them. So what do we do to liven them up? Sauce. Make a sauce. Make a delicious, delicious sauce. And the sauce that we're making is a tahini-lemon sauce. It's become one of my favorites. Half a cup of tahini. Now you can half this recipe, but what I'm giving you will last in the fridge for a week to 2 weeks. It does really well. You'll notice once we add the lemon juice, it will thicken up. So all you have to do the day of, when you're about to pour it onto your noodles, is just add a little bit of water, loosen it up, and bada bing, bada boom, you're back in business. 4 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of salt, and remember at the end, you can always add more if you feel it needs a bit. 2 teaspoons of garlic or garlic paste. And for this one, you don't have to do it, but I love the extra flavor that it adds. 1 teaspoon of za'atar, I love it. 4 to 6 tablespoons of water. No, I didn't forget to tell you to add the water before. And there you go, a beautiful smooth, where's my spatula? And there you go, a beautiful smooth mixture. It did thicken up once the lemon juice hit the tahini. So just add a little bit water in there and it comes right back to this consistency. Stick it in the fridge and then we'll move on to the final step of our lunch. So if you don't know what tempeh is, a lot of people don't. It's basically fermented soybeans that have been firmly pressed together into a block. It has a lot of nutritional value and it's also great for gut health because it is fermented. I'm not a big fan of tempeh. I don't like the flavor until other things have been added to it. It's a little nutty and but you can add whole bunch of things to it. We're gonna keep it simple for today because we have that sauce that is really, really good. So you can eat it with that, obviously, with the zucchini noodles. But for this, we're just gonna fry it on the stove with a little bit of soy sauce, just to give it some color and a little more flavor. Before you begin prepping the tempeh, the first thing you want to do is to heat up your frying pan. Turn it on to about medium-high heat because you want to get it hot. You're only going to saute the tempeh slices for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Once you take it out of the packaging, slice it into fairly thin, maybe 1/4 inch slices. Place your tempeh slices into the frying pan and like I said, for about 4 to 5 minutes, let it saute on both sides and sprinkle on some soy sauce. And as I said before, there are a bunch of ways that you can prepare tempeh, but I'm keeping it simple just because we have the sauce that is so vibrant and really, really flavorful that the tempeh doesn't need as much livening up as it normally would in other recipes. And guess what? Once the tempeh is done, it's time to eat. And that, my friends, is how I keep it simple and shredded. Meals prepped, macros hit. Now it's your turn.